Hello everybody, it's October 16th, 2019. It is 11:30 a.m. Pacific and 2:30 p.m. Eastern. It's time for our midday mindful moment. Yay! I'm so excited! I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz, the spiritual director of Tucson New Thought, and this is the time and place where we check in each and every weekday for a few minutes of mindfulness. We take this opportunity daily to actively engage spiritual practice. Because when we engage our spiritual practice on a consistent and regular basis, life gets better all around. And that's what today and this moment and every moment is all about. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment. Let me know that you are here. Go ahead, do it. Post a comment. I want to know that you're here. I want to know that you're watching. I want to know that we're connected, right? But I do want to start with this, my daily reminder, and it is this, that you are love, you are light, you are life, you are magnificent. Take the time to reflect on your own magnificence right now, right in this moment. Take this opportunity and let yourself be motivated by that right now, for the rest of today, and for all eternity, because the truth is, you really are magnificent. You are eternally magnificent, not because of anything you do, just because of who you are. So, I'm having this moment of thinking. I have prepared, yes, we are always connected, Logan. I'm having this moment of thinking I've got something that I've prepared for today that I do want to talk about. And it ties into another thing that kind of came up for me within the last 20 or so minutes. It's just kind of like popped into my brain that maybe we'll get to as well. But here's what I want to start with, and it's this. We have developed in this particular faith tradition, in this spiritual philosophy, we have developed in many ways a reputation for being, for lack of a better word, cold and impersonal. Because here's why. We spend a lot of time talking about our own capacity to be self-reliant. We talk about our own capacity to engage in a very structured way this law of cause and effect. And the law of cause and effect in and of itself is impersonal. It does not can't care what you are imparting into it so that it is to create in your life. So we get this thing, right? That it feels cold and calculated and so staid and right? That hi Megan. And so we get this reputation for being a bit impersonal. But I actually would like to say that the beautiful aspect of this philosophy is that it is entirely personal. It is entirely personal. And we are the way in which it is personal. We are the personality. We are the expression of personality as this divine source. We are personalizing the divine source. And when we truly understand that that is who and what we are, we can wrap ourselves with love and kindness and grace and be that in the world in a very loving, personal way. It is all wrapped up in our identity. And so what I really want to say is that our identity is divine. Our identity is divine. And how divine is that? We are the personality of this divine source. So let your personality shine forth from that perspective. Now, what this brings up for me a little bit as well is that today is Gender Identity Day. And I was thinking about the reaction that some people have to pronouns, and how it's become a very large conversation, at least in my circles, it's become a very large conversation around the proper use of pronouns for people that is reflective and honoring of their identity. And, you know, there are people in my life that use the pronouns he, him. There are those who use she, her, and then there are those who use they, them. And there are other pronouns. Those are the three that I'm going to look at right now, only because I need to limit myself in some ways in this conversation too. But I started thinking about how it can feel affrontive to people who may not express their gender identity in a way that is in alignment with what you think it should be. and that one of the things we can do to really honor people is utilize their proper pronouns. And one of the things that I thought about is when I was a kid, and I was growing up in Tucson here, and it was back in the day when we didn't all have our own individual phones. We had a house phone, and the phone would ring, and I would constantly be mistaken for my sister. And in a way, I was like, "Oh, that doesn't feel right that somebody's using she, her pronouns for me." And I started thinking, "Oh, hey, that's how it feels for people who are misgendered when we misgender them, even by accident." So I just want to say, if our personality is of divine source, and we get to be and express and identify from that perspective and be who we are in the world, let us honor every single person by utilizing their proper pronouns. That's really all I'm going to say. Okay. I'm getting a little in it today. So here's the thing. We're going to let our personality shine forth from the perspective of our deep divinity as divine source. So if you're in a place where you can close your eyes and it's comfortable and it's safe for you to do so, I'm going to invite you to have that luxury and just take it all in. I do want to say hi to Ron. Great to have you here. So take it all in, allow yourself to relax right in this moment as we settle our minds into this notion that there is only one power. That's it. There's only one power, and let's breathe into that. Taking in a nice deep cleansing breath and relaxing and releasing that breath. Taking in a nice another deep breath and releasing that breath. One more time. And release. And I am rooted in this moment in the understanding that there is only one power, one infinite creative source, one source. There is only one source. There is only one thing going on. There is only this divinity, this divine energy of creation. There is only this forward momentum of energy and source. There is only this infinite intelligence. There is only one thing going on. And it is the outflow and inflow of a circulation of energy that is the expression and experience of life for each and every one of us. We are that divine source. We individualize that divine source. Our identity at its core is this divine source. And how magnificent that we personalize that divine source in our own unique way. And so our identity is always shining forth personally. Our personality is rooted in this divine identity. And it is all good. It is all right. It is all loving. It is all kind. That is what I call upon for my experience right here and right now. Loving kindness at all times in the expression of my divine identity. I live in this notion. I live in this knowledge. I live in the understanding of this perfection as each and every one of us. We are perfect expressions in this divine energy. And there is absolutely no separation. There is only this goodness. There is only this flow. And it is who and what we are. And so I let my personality shine forth from the perspective that it is rooted in divine source. As divine source, I am of divinity, as are we all. And so I simply relax, release in gratitude. I release any idea that is contrary to the perfect flow of divine source as my identity. And it is in gratitude that I simply relax, release, let go, allow, and let it be so. With gratitude filling my beingness, I know it is, and I am, and we are. And so it is. Sometimes it's nice to just allow a moment of receptivity to that. Yeah. Well, I am so grateful I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you've taken this time to hang out with me for a couple of minutes. I do invite you to keep an eye out every single weekday for your midday mindful moment. If you haven't already, hey, give this a love, give it a like, react to this video. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, again, give me a comment. Throw a comment up there and let me know. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay! And yeah, share this video as well. You know, the best way that we can change this world to one that is a world that will work for everyone is to share what it is we know, magnify mindfulness practice. And yeah, what a magnificent thing we can do. Yes, and so it is, Megan. Just a reminder, we do have meditation tonight at 6 p.m. right at the center. Friday, we're going to be doing another Raise Your Voice event. That's at 6:30 p.m. at the center, where we come together as a community and I teach a song and we learn it in 3 parts and we sing it and we just have a good time. Right? So that's at the center at 6:30 on Friday. We also have, of course, our Sunday celebration every single Sunday at 10 a.m. Arizona time. But that's changing November 17th. That is the big announcement. Changing November 17th. November 17th, we're going to be moving to 2 services, one at 9 o'clock and one at 10:30. Both are Arizona time. And here's the thing to know: if you watch us on Facebook on a regular basis, we will only be we're only going to put the second service on Facebook Live. So it'll be a half hour later than you've become accustomed to. And then it'll all change when everybody else goes off of daylight savings time. Anyway, that's right. Yes. Ron, how to watch meditation. Here's the thing about meditation. So far, we have only made it available to those who are part of our pre-authorized giving program. But here's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about opening it up, because why not? We should all be, it's not just about money. It's about how do we engage in this practice. So I may open up that meditation group, and I will let you know. I'll send you a message a little bit later on and let you know how you can check in on that meditation. Keep an eye out for our emails. Keep an eye out for our announcements. As always, take a look at our website at TucsonNewThought.org for all the things that are there to know. Also, keep an eye out on Facebook and Instagram and all those great places. Okay, that's it. I'm yammering away now, right? And I just want to say I'm so grateful for your presence here today. There are so many ways to celebrate the magnificence that is you. You are magnificent. So please do share this and expand the flow to everyone you know. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Namaste.